Suicide in teenagers is becoming like a norm. Every time we see it all over the internet, 13, 15, 17, 20, we see it all over. So there's this girl who reached out to me on Twitter. I saw her posted a very disturbing picture where she was holding substance and asking God to please take her, that the pain was too much. You know, my platform is about helping, giving hope, encouraging. That is what gives me joy. So when I see someone who is disturbed, I quickly reach out. So I reached out to this young lady when I saw her posted, "Oh God, please let me die in peace. Oh God, let me not," some very disturbing things she was writing up there. So I contacted her and found out she was a seeker. It was really painful. I spoke to her, I encouraged her. I prayed for her. Do you know, this girl is a seeker, and her mom told her to please die so she, the mother, can have peace. And this girl kept telling me, Mommy, please now, help me tell God to kill me. I said, no, you have a purpose in life. You see, this is the problem a lot of parents have, pushing your children into depression, pushing your children to suicide. This girl is a seeker not by her own choice, but her parents' choice, her mother inclusive, the same mother who is telling her to die. Such a pity. And the funny part is the mother is an advanced top matron in the hospital. Parents, we really need a lot of orientation on mental health. How do you tell a child who is on admission to die because you don't want to spend money? For days, I couldn't sleep. I kept talking to her. You know, the pain seekers go through, the pain is in their bone marrow, excruciating pain. She will cry. A young girl in the hospital alone. I start to make calls. Please, can you go to... Because I wanted to know if she was real. And behold, she was real. I kept talking to her. Please, don't give up. Please, don't give up. I know how painful it is when the person who is supposed to be your support now becomes your nightmare. It's a pity, parents. It's a pity. Mothers, I used to be one of those kinds. The one that gets tired because of the pressure of life. But today I have to tell you the truth. You can't carry that burden alone. Give it to God. Let God be in charge of that burden. Just be the support the child needs. Suicide in teenagers is becoming rampant. It's alarming. I saw one recently on Instagram. A school child, a secondary school child, committed suicide because she failed her exams. And to be clear with you, it was not reported that she failed all her exams. Maybe a selected few. Like, wow. And after digging, we found out some worrying things and started asking questions. Like, how old is she? Where is she from? What kind of family is she from? What's her family take on educational success? Apparently, we discovered that she's from a very strict home where no mistake is pardoned. What a pity and a loss to her family. This girl in question, we can't say too much about her, but can still be related to another girl that committed suicide because she didn't pass JAMB. Just because She didn't get up to the 180 or 200 cutoff mark in her UTME. And this girl is just 18 years from Delta State. She wanted to study medicine, but she didn't perform well in UTME. And you see, after seeing her results, she made a statement that said, "My father will kill me." Afterwards, she got home, had the substance, drank it, and ended her life at just 18 years. And you know, when her father was called for questioning, he denied the allegation. He said he never told her that if she fails, he's going to kill her. And that all he ever told her was, you can't gain admission into any university of your choice to study your dream course if you fail. Irrespective of what was said, at that point, what this daughter needed was someone to build her confidence again, and not someone to throw her down. She needed someone to lift up her spirit. You know, she just needed someone to tell her, you have done well, but this isn't your best. You can always do better if you try harder. All she needed was just encouragement, and she never got it. Instead, she got criticism. Anyway, back to that secondary school girl. We ask ourselves, what exam did she fail that will warrant her to take that action? What words was said to that child after showing her results? Was it words of encouragement or backlashing and criticism? So many questions unanswered because the real person in question is gone. She's not here anymore. Now, to all parents and guardians, this is exactly what I want to educate you all about. Why do you all expect so much from your young adults, from your young children? Why raise the bar so high for them when they can only do their best and get better as they grow older? Practically, is it because you failed during your time and you don't want your children to do the same? If not, let's come together to think about these things. Why will a teenager be fast to think about committing suicide as the best possible solution to having a bad result? Definitely because either the parents or the guardian might have painted that difficult picture in her head, which leaves that child to fall from their potential best, to be scared of failing. Statements like, you better not fail or don't come to this house. Or you hear some like, if you fail, just know you will amount to nothing in life. Or let me use one I always hear. If you fail, I will so deal with you. Or you don't have a future if you fail. I have heard parents make statements like this, even statement comparing them and their other peers. Like, look at you. Look at Bolaji. He's doing very well. Are you Bolaji? Is your child Bolaji? And they start abusing, raining curses on their own child. Telling them how, oh, you never make me proud. You are not doing well. You are a failure. Dear parents and guardians, I guess you have all forgotten that secondary school isn't where you demand pride from your children. But it is a stage where you encourage them, set their mind right, teach them about failures rather than pen the whole easy to success story for them. Teach them to be motivated by failure. But they shouldn't settle for failure. What bothers me is, what has happened to words of encouragement? What has happened to showing parental love and support? What has happened to you finding out why your child is not doing well? What has happened to that mother-daughter talks? To that mother-son talks? What has happened to the fatherly love to children in today's world? It's so unfortunate. Looking at children, they perform differently academically. Not all children will be geniuses at age 10. And not all will do wonders at age 15. Some children need time. They learn slowly. They need directions. They need support. This is a different generation, a different century, and academic education is different from what it was in our time in the 80s and 90s. This is a more enlightened generation that kids do smart things at young age, and they don't wait to be an elite before they carry out certain things. We don't expect the same style of education in the 90s, in the 80s or 90s to still be in place in the 2000s. No child needs you breathing down their neck at every given time. Instead, they need support from we or their parents. My children and yours cannot be the same in terms of intellectual, because they were all created differently and with different parts. Not all children will make it in school. There are great men who never saw the four wall of a school. That doesn't mean I'm supporting a child not getting education. Don't get me wrong. I'm saying don't be their nightmare because you pay the school fees. Give your child support. Talk to them as your friends, and you see them open up to you about their problems. If you wanted a scholar so badly, then you should have been one yourself. If it was so easy. Parents be like, when I was your age, I always come out first. I'm always the top in my class. Really? Oh yeah, show us evidence. Show us evidence and stop pressuring that child. Let them breathe in peace and take life one step at a time. Please, don't break down a child mentally and psychologically. Every parent doing their best for their children. God bless you. Please, please, please don't forget. Follow, share, so other people can listen to interesting topics like this and learn something. Thank you. Bye.